So that Pokemon Presents just happened. I wanted to wait a couple of days before I gave my opinions because, like always, a couple people will be happy, a lot of people will be disappointed, and like I always tell y'all, I always go into these things with low expectations and knowing that it's not just for the games. But what I want to talk about today is the games, and one game in particular, Pokémon Z-A, and how I feel about it, what I'm looking forward to, and some people's concerns about it. Are they valid or are they not? Hello everybody, and it's Blue Satire again with another discussion board, because today I want your opinion. I want to hear how you felt mostly about Pokémon Z-A, but also how did you feel about this Pokémon Presents? And are you worried or are you excited for what's next for Pokemon? We're gonna go over a couple things today. Mainly Pokemon Z-A, but also I gotta talk about one other game in particular because I'm excited for what may come from that game in particular. So please, if you could, like and subscribe, watch some other videos, and let me know in the comment section, what's your favorite Pokemon game? What are you looking forward to in the future? And what does Pokemon need in order for it to be successful in your opinion? But let's get right into the video. So of course the Pokemon Presents open up with all of those smaller games, the cell phone games, things like Pokemon Go, which I said smaller, but it's not really small. Pokemon Go has a big community, so I always expect stuff from them. People can look forward to that, but Pokemon Sleep has been taken off. Pokemon Unite has some news with three new Pokemon. That's gonna be cool. Pokemon Masters EX, some new stuff. Pokemon Concierge has a new season, and I'll tell you right now, that show's actually pretty cool, pretty cute, so I'm actually looking forward to the next season for this. And we got some news from Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket with Triumphant Light coming soon. And we got rank matches coming and things like that. Pokemon TCG Pocket has been pretty fun, pretty cool. But the main thing I want to talk about first, Pokemon Champions. And if you're not familiar for what it is, Pokemon Champions is a new title that brings everything you love about Pokemon battles into one place. So this is gonna be like Pokemon Stadium. That's what I saw first. It looks like Pokemon Stadium, but not only is it gonna be on the Nintendo Switch, it's gonna be on mobile devices too. And not only will you have Pokemon to use with their rentals, but it'll also connect to Pokemon Home so you can bring your own Pokemon with you. And watching the trailer, I saw the evolution of what they were doing with Pokemon battles. They showed you with the link cable. Then they showed Pokemon Stadium. I noticed that everybody had the transfer packs on the back using their own Pokemon, 3DS, and then the transition to that phone thing. I think Pokemon Champions is gonna change competitive battling for the good, maybe, honestly. And maybe I'll do a full video later about what I want to see, but Pokemon Champions seems like it's gonna be a lot of different things coinciding with each other. We saw a Mega Evolved Pokemon fighting a terrestrialized Pokemon, and it makes me wonder, will all the gimmicks be in this? Will you be able to fight Z-Moves versus Gigantamax, Mega Evolution versus Terrestrial? Like, will we be able to mix all of the gimmicks kind of like the anime? Will there be separate battle styles and competitions for folks to get in, separate tiers of battling, doubles, singles? I don't know. From what it looked like, maybe it's gonna be a double battle systems, which that might throw some people off, but either way, I'm really wondering how this is gonna be and how it's gonna change Pokemon competitive, especially since you can use Pokemon Home and it's on cell phones and the Nintendo Switch. That's gonna be wild. And I'm excited for it. People have always asked Pokemon Stadium a way to just battle with Pokemon, and I wanna see what it does. Are you excited for Pokemon Champions? Let me know in the comment section. Now, the main thing I want to talk about is Pokémon Legends Z-A. We finally got to look at what it's going to look like. It takes place in Unova, specifically in Lumoy City, and we got to see these areas, these containment zones that have areas for Pokemon, things like that. We saw these buildings. We saw what we liked about X and Y in a bigger scope, and I'm actually excited for this. Let's talk about the starters real quick because it's really funny to me. When you look at it on paper, it's like, this is weird. This don't make sense. We got Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. We got 2 Gen 2 Pokemon, but it does make sense in my opinion because I feel like they did have Oshawott in the last one. They had Cyndaquil in the last one, but also Tepig and Chikorita don't get a lot of love. Chikorita was not the best Pokemon in Pokemon Silver, very underused, but people did love Chikorita, but once they got to the game, it was like, what's the point? Totodile is cool. I'm cool with Totodile. Tepig, a lot of people like Tepig too. That's cool and everything. But These starters bring an interesting point. It's gonna happen with them. Will we be getting new Mega Evolutions for these specific starters, or will they be regional variants? To me, it's a weird one, because if you do Megas, do the rest of the forms not get Megas in that generation? Is Cyndaquil gonna get left out with no Mega? I don't know. It could happen, but I think regional variants might be the easier outcome. But at the same time, this is in the future. Maybe some new things have happened and Pokemon have adapted or evolved in Kalos, and we see a new form of Florigator, Emboar, and Meganium that makes them even better in battle. Especially Meganium, they might need a new type to help them out, especially Emboar, because we tired of firefighting, right? The starters are a very interesting thing about this, and also makes you wonder where Pokemon are going to show up. Are we going to see the other starters in the wild or in these areas? Because these Pokemon are contained into the city. There are zones specifically made for them to cater and live with humans alike, which I think is a cool thing. It gives me feelings of Detective Pikachu, like I feel like a hybrid of Pokemon and Detective Pikachu, and that's why I've always liked the Legend series, because it does something different. Although it's been one game, but seeing where they go with this next is kind of interesting. It was cool seeing AZ again, and it makes me wonder, like, how far in the future is that? We know he has immortality. We saw his Floette who has immortality, so it's like, where is this taking place? But also, it's good to see him doing good. We also saw the Looker office, so I'm wondering how these games connect to other games in the past, and what's this story is going to be. The rich company usually is not a good company. There's something wrong with them at the end of the day. They're secretly evil, so I'm waiting on that to happen. Maybe they hit us with Okidoke. But the main thing that got me was the battling system, and that's what got me excited. We still get that just throw the Pokeball at the Pokemon and catch them. The animations, your character's dodging, but get this. Now you can actually dodge moves, and the moves have a cooldown system, I guess, instead of PP. And this reminds me of the Xenoblade Chronicles series, which is one of my favorite series. Xenoblade Chronicles X coming out this month, so make sure I get that. But that adds a lot of different value to Pokemon battles and adds some strategic things, and it brings it closer to the TV show and the anime fights that we always wanted to take part in ourselves. This threw me off. Seeing Talonflame go for Flame Wheel and Hippowdon blocks it with Stealth Rock was absolutely nuts to me. And of course, we got Mega Evolution coming back too, and a lot of people love Mega Evolution. A lot of people voice all the time that they wish it never went away. So being able to see that coming back along with this new battling system is very exciting for me. I just need to see some new forms soon. I hope we have some new ones. This game is looking to be very fun for me. But let's talk about some of the things that may cause concern that some people are not feeling. But let me start off by saying this game looks the way it looks. This is something I am used to, and a lot of people have voiced their concerns on how Pokémon Z-A looks. I see somebody say like a Nintendo 64 game. All right, that we're doing too much here. No, it doesn't. It doesn't look like something new age, but it definitely looks like an N64 game. I wonder if this is only just regular Switch footage, and they're not able to show Switch 2 footage. Me personally, it doesn't bother me. It's what I'm used to, but a lot of people will say, hey, you're just used to slop, or this is the reason why, blah, blah, blah. Nah, I just don't play Pokemon for those reasons. I play Pokemon because it's fun. I like the way it is, but I also agree that performance needs to be key. It does need to look better. Like, there's no excuse for that. Game Freak has been working on these games, and it seems like they're not getting better at it. But I've said many times, people said, I can't wait till the Switch 2 is gonna fix Pokemon problems. And I said, the Switch and Nintendo was not the problem for Pokemon not working. It was Pokemon and Game Freak. So we might see some of the same stuff in the future, and that could be a bit concerning for folks. Graphics are subjective to people, and people will like it, or people will love it, or people will hate it. Me personally, I'm here for the gameplay. It looks exciting. I hope that this is just a little tease of how it could look, and it looks better when it comes out. But again, me personally, it doesn't bother me too much. Let me know in the comment section, are the graphics important? And is the looks of Pokemon concerning to you? I see people say that they want this to look like a Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm like, no, I do not want Pokemon to look like that. I don't need that type of realism. But I would love for it to look a little bit better. There are games that's on the Nintendo Switch now that look so much better than Pokemon games, like Xenoblade Chronicles, with a lot more going on, Zelda even. And I think that it's time for Pokemon or Game Freak to try and up their game on that. But that's not to say that they're not doing well with what they're creating and their creativity. All in all, I'm looking forward to this because it just brings so many questions of what if for me. The battling system is one thing that I'm very excited for. And I'm wondering, will we get to fight other people, fight our friends with our Pokemon? Because you can't bring that battling system in and we can only fight the CPUs. But something's telling me that might be the case. I hope not, but that looks absolutely fun, and that's one of the parts I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to what this story is gonna do, and I'm looking forward to seeing new megas and where this carries us for Pokemon in the future. But let me know in the comment section how y'all felt about Pokemon Z-A, how you felt about any other announcements, and any opinions you got, definitely want to read them. I'll try to comment on everyone I see, but I'm just here to have a discussion. It's just my opinion. My opinion is not right or wrong. It's just how I feel. It's how you feel, and that's important these days. So let's talk about it. Let's chat it up in the comment section about this Pokemon Presents. Let me know how you feel about Pokemon Legends Z-A. What do you think it needs to be successful? What do you want to see from it? What did you like in the trailer? What concerns you? What hypes you up? And that's all for me. I appreciate you for watching. Let me know what other things you want me to talk about, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.